Hello, you're welcome. My name is Dr. Chris Williams. I am your host on Well Again. Well Again is your online health magazine program where we explore fail-proof principles and protocols to regaining health and retaining health. Today we are discussing something very, very important, and I'm going to let you into some new things that God is doing in our lives, and that we would like for you to be a part of. All right, today I am talking on reversing diseases through nutrition. Reversing diseases through nutrition. There's this book that myself and my partner, Mr. Daniel Ekele, wrote a couple of years ago. Finally, like the Bible said, we have been able to bring it out of the press, and it's a very beautiful book. I was going through it again this morning, and this is a book that you should have in your library. I'm telling you, it's a book you should have in your library. It's Reverse Any Disease and Recover Your Health Through Nutrition. Reverse any disease and recover your health through nutrition. So we're just going to discuss something very little out of the many juicy stuff that's inside this book. So our title is Reversing Diseases Through Nutrition. However, I would like to also talk about some other books that came out of the press alongside it. Restore Your Health Through Detoxification. Restore Your Health Through Detoxification, Winning the Toxic Warfare. We have done some kind of summary of this in an edition before now. Also, freshly out of the press is Causes and Cure of Chronic Diseases. Causes and Cure of Chronic Diseases, also freshly out of the press. We're going to be talking about a promo that we have built around it at the end of this program. Now, I've said for years, closing to maybe 20 years now of training in personal health management and family health management, I've said that you cannot be healthier than what you eat. You can't be healthier than what you eat. You know that thing they say about the computer, garbage in, garbage out. It is actually, I think it's even more correct with eating and your health than in the computer world, okay? It's as correct as ever. No man can be healthier than the food that they eat. So it's important that you understand you have a very good handle over your health, both to be able to maintain health and to be able to reverse nutrition. You need a very good handle on your nutrition, okay? So this book will do a whole lot of justice. Discover the secrets of sustaining good health through diets and nutrition. So I'll just take excerpts from the book. In the last segment, we're going to do like bringing it together of how you should eat, okay? Now, but we'll do that in the last segment. Talked about why you should stay away from sweet things. Why you should stay away from sweet things. Okay, I've said over the years that sugars are killers. Anything sweet, it's not good for your body. And as such, even if you do it, you should do it very, 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 very little, or don't do it at all. Especially if it is synthetic sugar, you want to stay away from it as much as possible. Synthetic sugar, you want to stay away from it as much as possible. Then even if it's sweet fruits, Even if when you are doing it, you need to be very moderate. I'll advise, don't eat things like pineapple. Stay away from watermelon. Okay, you can manage apple, you can manage orange. Okay, you can do some banana. But generally, the general law is if it is sweet, you need to moderate it. Even honey. In Proverbs chapter 25, it's there. Proverbs chapter 25, I think verse 16 and then verse 27. Proverbs 25, verse 16 and verse 27. In both places, he was saying not to overeat honey, it to be moderate in eating honey. And you know, honey was the only example, sort of the things, or was the main example of sweet things in those days. So it's not talking pertaining to only honey in that place. It's talking about sweet things generally. Okay, you need to either moderate it or just yank it out entirely. Depends on how healthy you are, and depends on how where the state of your health is now. In this book, somewhere there on page 53, is 60 reasons refined sugar is dangerous to your health. I will not go through the 60. I'll just pick some. Okay, I'll just pick some. Okay, it cancer has been to sugar, has been very traceable to abuse of sugar. It causes mineral deficiencies. Okay, so sugars compete with some minerals in your body, minerals like chromium, like magnesium, like copper. It competes with them. Okay, sugar causes untimely or premature aging. Sugar causes untimely or premature aging. It leads to obesity and diabetes. I'm sure you know that. It causes brain decay. It causes brain decay, what we call Alzheimer's disease. Okay, Alzheimer's disease actually is type 3 diabetes. It's type 3 diabetes. So when the body is not able to manage sugar very well, or glucose very well, there are 3 types of diabetes that it can lead to. The first one is type 1, the second one is type 2, and then it can be type 3 diabetes. That's what we say here. We call it as brain decay. Of course, you know it causes tooth decay. And it worsens ulcerative conditions. It's actually one of the causes of ulcer. People don't know that. It is not exactly, it is not eating that causes ulcer. It is the fact that you are dunking a lot of acid in your system, and sugar is an acid par excellence. Okay, and then what else? Why should you stay away from sweet things generally? It decreases growth hormone and insulin sensitivity. Okay, so after some time, your insulin begins to be insensitive to cells, and then you begin to have issues. All right. Of course, it hampers learning capacity. It hampers learning capacity. It causes headaches, all kinds of headaches. We also know how that it creates hyperactivity in our children. It creates hyperactivity in our children. It creates obesity in our children. It leads to kidney stones and gallstones. Okay, and we are talking about reasons why you should stay away from sugars. Okay, sugars, either whether it's a glucose form or fructose form, you need to stay away from them. Don't abuse anything that is sweet. Do not abuse anything that is sweet. Okay, it decreases the amount of vitamin E in the blood. It lowers production of testosterone, and this is not far-fetched. People, you and I know, people out there know that when you eat a lot of sweet things, it can cause bile. It can also affect libido and also affect erection. Okay, the pathway through which it does that is by decreasing of testosterone. It causes juvenile delinquency in children. Okay, I personally believe that one of the reasons why our children, the children of this age, are more and more delinquent is abuse of sugar. Sugar causes change in personnel. I don't know how to put it. The person's thinking, the person's judgment will literally change. That's why, I used to wonder, our parents raised, my parents raised 6 of us. Maybe your parents raised 9 of you, or some parents even raised 11 children, and they didn't go mental. Now we are raising 2 children, sometimes one child or 3 children, and it looks like some parents are actually in outright depression because of children that are out of control. One of the reasons is too plenty sugar in our foods. Okay, sugar acidifies the digestive tract, and then it causes fungal candida and fungal growths in that area. Sugar acidifies your saliva. It acidifies your saliva. We know that it causes hemorrhoids, and then sugar is one of the things that somebody who is battling epileptic seizures must stay away from. Okay, it causes food allergy. It causes food allergy, and it causes allergy generally. How does sugar acidifies the body, and one of the manifestations of acidosis is allergy. So the person begins to react to things that he didn't used to react before. Sugar causes retention of water in the body. Plenty of sugar will cause retention of water in the body. Okay, and then sugar causes depression, nervousness, moodiness, fatigue generally, and the person will be on edge. The person will not be able to be balanced. It causes all these things. So these are the reasons why you and I should either take away sugar completely from our foods or reduce them most drastically. Even if you must do stevia. Hello, my name is Dr. Chris Williams, the host of Family Health on TV, and also the host of Well Again on YouTube. Today, however, I have not come to discuss health, but rather properties. I am the CEO of Visclotra Properties Limited, and currently we are developing an estate here in Mowe called the Splendor Gardens. As we all know, Mowe is fast becoming the new extension of Lagos and the future of real estate in southwest Nigeria. The Splendor Gardens is sitting on about 10 acres of land, and it is located on a very, very dry land with good access road, such that you could actually drive to your own lot. Okay, as you can see, it's also located in an already developed community, and there are built-up places around it. Okay, there are also neighboring estates like the Mr. Biggs estate, like the Golden Heritage Estate, and several other estates around the Splendor Garden. Importantly also, there's access to power supply. The Splendor Garden promises to be a very, very beautiful estate with perimeter fencing and a gated estate with CCTV and 24-hour security. Also, it will be an estate with smart homes, recreational facilities, daycare facility, and a botanical garden attached to it. And it will be a managed estate. It promises to be beautiful, and I'm just encouraging you for investment purposes, either for the future or for now. If you know persons both home and abroad, tell them to invest. The integrity with which we have done business and with which we have done ministry up until now is the same that we are going to bring into this. Please help spread the word. Thank you. I expect to hear from you.
For further inquiries, please call the numbers on your screen or visit our website at www.visglotraproperties.com.
Hello, you're welcome back. Okay, today we are discussing how to reverse diseases through nutrition. Okay, and I'm talking right from the pages of this book, one of our new publications. reverse any disease and recover your health through nutrition. Reverse any disease and recover your health through nutrition. Discover the secrets of sustaining good health through diets and nutrition. All right, on in the 7th chapter, the title is Fats and Oils, the Life Support Molecules. Okay, so part of food, or part of good food, part of eating good food is making sure that you are getting the proper amount and the proper quality of fats and oils into your body. Now, fats and oils are very, very important, okay? But if there are good fats and there are bad fats, you need to be able to know them, and then you need to be able to know the quantity in which you should place them in the body. Okay. Now, the good fats, which one are the good fats and which one are the bad fats? Fats that are monounsaturated fats. You may not need to bother about that, but I'll just quickly say it and go off. And then polyunsaturated fats. Sometimes there are fats that are, okay, I should say this, they are called fats when they are solids, and they are called oils when they are liquid. Okay, so that's just the difference. Now, there are monounsaturated fats and there are polyunsaturated fats. These are good fats. And then there are saturated fats and trans fats. Okay, these are bad fats. Essentially, how do you know them differently? Trans fats and saturated fats, they congeal on cooling down. They can be in the oil form when they are heated up, but on cooling down or even under room temperature, they congeal. Okay. Now, what are the health benefits of good fats? They improve cholesterol level. Good fats improve cholesterol level. They also lower the risk factors of heart disease and stroke. They lower the risk factors of heart disease and stroke. Many people who come down with stroke or heart diseases, they've been abusing fats one way or the other. Okay, that's why some people will go to the doctor, and then the doctor will check their cholesterol level, and they say it's high, and then they will place them on things like Lipitor and atorvastatin and all that. Okay, good fats also decrease the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, and then they promote the development and construction of cell membranes. Fats are very important, very necessary for the building of your cell membranes. In fact, most of the cell membranes, that's the things, the borders of the cell, they are made from fats. Okay, fats also help maintain healthy immune system. This is why it's important. I've heard some people suggest that they say I should not be eating oil, so they don't eat oil at all. That's not good at all. That's not good at all. You need to eat oil, but you need to eat it in the right quantity, and then you need to be eating the right quality. What else do fats do? They help in the lubrication of the joints. Okay, they help protect the vital organs of the body. They help enhance the function of your brain. If you have ever seen brain, you know that most of the brain is fat actually. Okay, now if you are feasting on bad fat, that's how they will fill somebody's brain. And then if you are feasting on good fats, that's how also it will enhance the quality and the functioning of the brain. Okay, fats, good fats, help to control weight. They combat fatigue and they manage moods, good fats. And then they also help to maintain healthy skin. Now, what are the negative effects or the side effects of eating bad fats? Okay, they increase the risk factors for developing stroke, coronary diseases, or even cardiovascular diseases generally. Hypertension is an example of cardiovascular disease. An example of coronary disease is heart muscle diseases. Okay, so the person will develop heart problems. Okay, there will be blockades here and there, and then the person can also develop stroke. Now, other things, they raise the level of bad cholesterol. There are two types of cholesterol. there's the bad cholesterol and there are good cholesterols. Bad cholesterols destroy the body, okay, and then good cholesterols repair the body. Now, part time, everyone has them in his body. However, one should be low and the other should be high. Good cholesterols should be high, and then bad cholesterols should be low. The bad cholesterols are known as LDL, okay, low density lipoproteins, and then the good cholesterols are known as HDL, that's the high density lipoproteins. If the HDL is low, there will be a problem. If the LDL is high, there will also be problem. So part of what bad fat does, eating bad fats, is that it causes there to be a higher fraction of LDL, bad cholesterol in the body, and they can cause all kinds of things, okay? Heart diseases, arterial diseases, stroke, even brain diseases, all kinds of things. Even it can affect the eyes, okay? It also increases the risk of type 2 diseases, or type 2 diabetes, okay? Now, now, what are the benefits? Now, there's a particular fatty acid that I would like to talk about here. When we say a fat is good, or good fats, when we say they are good, the reason is that they deliver high levels of one particular fatty acid called the omega-3. There's omega-3, there's omega-6, there's omega-9. Now, omega-3, 6, and 9 are in the body. However, the one that is that is the best for the body, that you can't afford to have, not to have in your body, is omega-3. Okay, you also need omega-6, and then you need omega-9, but you cannot afford not to have adequate amounts of omega-3 in your body. So what are the benefits of omega-3 fatty acids? Okay, omega-3 fatty acid is what is plentiful in fish oil. If you have heard of fish oil or shark oil, it contains a whole lot of omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids enhance formation of cell membranes, safeguard the body against dementia and memory loss, okay, helps sharpen the memory, balances your mood, okay, helps prevent fatigue, reduces and also prevents the symptoms of depression. It reduces and also prevents the symptoms of depression, okay. They regulate blood pressure. When you have good amounts of omega-3 fatty acid in your body, it regulates your blood pressure, it regulates your blood sugar, it even regulates your blood clotting, okay? They also regulate the functions of your heart, of your kidneys, your digestive system, your liver. I mean, several things that having adequate amounts of omega-3 fatty acid will do in your body. And the flip side is also true. If it is not there, several things that your body will be lacking. What other things? They support healthy pregnancy. Sometimes people have had they have had children with congenital malformations just because they didn't have enough omega-3 in their body. Omega-3 fatty acids helps to alleviate arthritis, inflammatory skin conditions, and joint pains. So somebody who has, that's why sometimes, you know, I'm sure you have been told, or if you know somebody who has battled arthritis, they have given the person things like shark cartilage or shark oil and all that. What is inside fish oil or shark oil is more of omega-3. Okay, what else? Omega-3 enhances the body's ability to produce hormones. This is a very good one. Most hormones are made from fats and oils. Most hormones are made from fatty acids. Okay, if you are short in good fatty acids, you will be short in production of hormones. Okay, somebody is wondering what are hormones. Hormones, estrogen and hormone, testosterone an hormone, prostaglandin, an hormone, oxytocin, an hormone, several things, melatonin, an hormone. Hormones help the body to function well. They are the messengers that the brain sends, or the parts of the body has to release in order for that part or some other parts of the body to do their work. When hormones are not there, body's functions cannot happen normally. Okay, and most hormones actually are formed from fatty acid. Prostate hormone, for instance, okay, is also it's an hormone, and it is also from fatty acid. Now, when you don't have adequate enough of these fatty acids, they create a lot of problem in your body. There are 3 types of fatty acids. There is the eicosapentaenoic acid, full mouth, okay, we call it EPA, and then there is the DHA, and there's the alpha-linolenic acid. These do several wonderful things in the body. They are all in this book. They are all in this book. Now, guidelines, this is where it really concerns you. How do you tell good fats from bad fats? We have said it. Now, how do you choose good fats? Okay, so guidelines for choosing good fats. Avoid deep fried foods. Okay, avoid fast foods, avoid biscuits, fried foods generally. Avoid fried foods, okay? Stay away from saturated fats. This is why, this is amazing. This is why you have to reduce your animal intake. I was looking again this morning at Genesis chapter 9. In Genesis chapter 9 verse 3, God told Adam, now he said you can eat the animals as I've given you the plants to eat, so you can begin to eat the animals. But the next verse says, but you shall not eat an animal with his blood. And then, so he said, this will be like a memorial to all generations. Let them know they must not eat fats and they must not eat blood. What is blood? Excessive proteins. What is fat? Fat is fat. Okay, so this is why you have to reduce your intake of animal proteins. Deal more with fish. Several good things about getting your animal proteins from fish. Fish does not have too much blood, number one. Fish is more easily digested, okay? And then fish is white meat, okay? Rather than the beef and all that. So stay away from all this or reduce them drastically, okay? And then carefully choose the kind of oils. Go for oils like avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil, flaxseed oil, canola oil, sunflower oil. These are the good oils that you should do, okay? And then so that's that. Remove things like eggs and milk from your food. Very important. They give you oils that are not very good for yourself. So I'll go on a short break. When I come back, we'll look at the benefits of alkaline vegetables, and then we'll talk more from there. Please do not go away. I'll be right back. Hello, my name is Dr. Chris Williams, the host of Family Health on TV, and also the host of Well Again on YouTube. Today, however, I have not come to discuss health, but rather properties. I am the CEO of Visclotra Properties Limited, and currently we are developing an estate here in Mowe called the Splendor Gardens. As we all know, Mowe is fast becoming the new extension of Lagos and the future of real estate in southwest Nigeria. The Splendor Gardens is sitting on about 10 acres of land, and it is located on a very, very dry land with good access road, such that you could actually drive to your own lot. Okay, as you can see It's also located in an already developed community, and there are built-up places around it. Okay, there are also neighboring estates like the Mr. Biggs estate, like the Golden Heritage Estate, and several other estates around the Splendor Garden. Importantly also, there's access to power supply. The Splendor Garden promises to be a very, very beautiful estate with perimeter fencing and a gated estate with CCTV and 24-hour security. Also, it will be an estate with smart homes, recreational facilities, daycare facility, and a botanical garden attached to it. And it will be a managed estate. It promises to be beautiful, and I'm just encouraging you for investment purposes, either for the future or for now. If you know persons both home and abroad, tell them to invest. The integrity with which we have done business and with which we have done ministry up until now is the same that we are going to bring into this. Please help spread the word. Thank you. I expect to hear from you.
For further inquiries, please call the numbers on your screen or visit our website at www.visglotraproperties.com.
All right, you are welcome. It's another edition of your beloved program, and today we are looking at how to reverse any disease through nutrition. How to reverse disease through nutrition. People have called me sometimes and say, is it really true that that disease can be reversed? And sometimes there are even pastors or senior ministers of the gospel or Christians. And you know, I like to take it from the word of God first and foremost. I say, why are you saying it cannot be reversed? Can prayer reverse it? Of course, yes. But beyond prayer, there are other things you can do that can reverse conditions. Okay? And we have seen a whole lot of testimonies. A whole lot of testimonies. I say this again and again. Every person who comes to see us, everybody, there's a standard dietary instruction that we give them. Standard. And some of them will write supplements for them, but they are not able to procure it. And they go away with just that dietary advice. And then weeks later, months later, they are sharing testimonies. Okay, I believe that a large part of the success of what we have done over these years is the fact that we help the people to correct their nutrition. Okay, so we are taking today's topic from this book that we just published, Reverse Any Disease and Recover Your Health Through Nutrition. Reverse any disease and recover your health through nutrition. Okay, discover the secrets of sustaining good health through diet and nutrition. Okay, this one and two other ones just came off the printing press, and we are doing a promo around them. I will talk about them towards the end of this program. It's a promo you cannot afford to miss. We're doing it till for like 4 or 5 months from now, okay, and till while this offer lasts, like they will say. Now, let's take some foods and just breeze through them. Foods are powerful. You know, when at the time when we're putting this book together, foods are very powerful. Okay, for instance, food like broccoli. Okay, broccoli contains a whole lot of things. Time will not permit us to talk about that, but these are some of the things that broccoli does. Okay, it facilitates proper digestion and absorption from foods because it contains a lot of fiber. If you know broccoli, it contains a lot of fiber. You know, okay. I used to call it broccoli, and then one nursery school people around me one day say it's not broccoli, it's broccoli. Okay, and it prevents different kinds of cancer. This one particularly, they found out that broccoli, that one of the, if you know any person who is dealing with cancer, one of the major things that they need to ingest on a daily basis are foods like broccoli, like cabbage, and like cauliflower. Broccoli, Brussels, cabbage, and cauliflower. Okay, they contain things that are cancer fighting. It alone is not enough to deal with cancer, but that's a major weapon you are taking into your body to fight cancer. If you are dealing with cancer and you are taking broccoli, okay, broccoli lowers elevated cholesterol level, it lowers blood pressure, it keeps the blood sugar at very optimal levels, and it does several other things. There's a page here on cucumber, okay. It keeps the body hydrated since it is laden with enough water. It supports the health of the heart by stabilizing the blood pressure, and then it assists in weight loss. It also improves digestion. Why? It contains a whole lot of fiber. Cucumber contains a whole lot of fiber. Broccoli is also very good for kidney health, actually. Okay, and then it helps you in dissolving kidney stones. If you are dealing with kidney stones, you need to take a whole lot of cucumber into your body. All right. Another food that we treated here is avocado. Avocado lowers blood pressure. Okay, reduces the risk of heart diseases. Avocado is a good source of good fats. Avocado is a good source of good fats. Okay, avocado increases good cholesterol. It reduces the risk of birth defects. It reduces the risk of diabetes. Okay, and then it regenerates blood and tissues. Okay, and then several other ones on avocado. Cabbage is here. It detoxifies the liver and the body. It reduces cholesterol. It's good for weight loss. It prevents inflammation. And then several other things about cabbage here. It reduces sore muscles and aches. And then it keeps the hair and skin very, very healthy. All right? Okay? And then there's kale. I don't know if we grow kales here. I'm sure I've seen kales around. All right, but we grow here. It may not be very common, but it is grown here. And if you can grow kales, grow kales. Somebody is wondering what is kale? Kale, Kale. Okay, kales is a very good detoxifier. It reduces elevated blood levels, and then it helps to balance your iodine. Iodine is so very important in the functioning of your thyroid gland. Okay, and the thyroid gland is the mother of all glands. Okay, when the thyroid gland is not functioning well, several other glands are not functioning well or cannot function well. Now, and one of the things that will cause the thyroid gland not to function well, if it is low, if the body is low in iodine. Kale is a very good supplement food for iodine. Okay, and then the spinach. Spinach promotes good eyesight. In fact, it's like an eye expert. Okay, it reduces the risk of cataracts. It promotes the flow of blood to the brain. Okay, and then it prevents inflammation also. And then it does several other things like we have in this book. There's flax seeds. Okay, we don't grow this here, but we have them, especially if there's an Indian shop around you or an Oriental supermarket around you. You can get flaxseed. Flaxseed is a good source of flaxseed oil, and it's a very beautiful food, actually. It's a very fantastic food, very filled with fiber, and then contains lorry loads of good fats for the body. It helps to maintain your cycle. So a woman is having menstrual imbalance or inconsistent menstrual flow. If she begins to eat flax seeds, she will begin to see some results. It boosts fertility, okay? And then it protects against dementia, okay? And then it lessens depression. Why? Good oil. It contains good oil. Flaxseed delivers a whole lot of good oil. Some other foods that are here, some more common ones: onion. Onion contains a lot of a substance called quercetin, and quercetin is master for allergy. If you are dealing with any allergy, quercetin to the rescue. Okay, so a whole lot of onion. Okay, take a whole lot of onion into your body. A whole lot of onion into your body. Also, if you are having prostate issues, take a whole lot of onion, because quercetin also is known to help the body in fighting tumors. Anything tumor, quercetin helps a whole lot. And onion contains a whole lot of quercetin. It contains several other things. Okay, and you know that. People know that. So I will not belabor about onions. Okay, we also know about garlic. Garlic is very, very good. Garlic is very good. Protects the body against cell damage and aging. Detoxifies heavy metals in the body. Improves bone health. Prevents the formation of blood clottings. Actually, garlic and ginger help to thin the blood. They help to thin the blood. And things like stroke, like hypertension, like heart attack, or cardiac arrest, they are products of thickened, or blood becomes too thick. The blood becomes too thick. So pieces. Take some cloves of garlic and cut it into tiny pieces and just drink it as if they are swallowing tablets, that they will sleep like a baby. There's also ginger here, and we know ginger does a whole lot of things. A whole lot of things ginger does. Okay, and then there's carrots, there's water leaf. Let me say some things about from water leaf. God is amazing. God is amazing. Yeah, water leaf is such that even where I am in this studio, if we lock up this place for maybe like 10-15 years and then no activity, I'm not sure that when we come back, we will not see one water leaf or the other growing. I mean, the thing is growing everywhere. If we are not careful, it wants to grow inside our sitting room. Okay? Why is it following us about? God did it like that so that we can eat it. In Genesis chapter 3, verse 18, when God came down and saw that Adam had sinned, God knew that now man will be battling with sickness and with diseases and the agents of death. And he said, "Curse is the ground for your sake. Thorns and thistles it will bring for you, and you shall eat the herbs of the field." Better translation, you shall eat the vegetables of the field. Vegetable carries life, literally delivers life. Okay, and water leaf prevents weight loss, prevents and cures constipation, reduces cholesterol in the body, prevents anemia, prevents goiter, and several other things. There are several other things here. We treated ewedu here, that's jute leaf, and then there's the African spinach also, and then there's the ugu leaf, and several other ones. My time is up. We also talked about moringa oleifera here. All right, so when I come back, we'll conclude this talk. Please do not go away. I'll be right back. Hello, my name is Dr. Chris Williams, the host of Family Health on TV, and also the host of Well Again on YouTube. Today, however, I have not come to discuss health, but rather properties. I am the CEO of Visclotra Properties Limited, and currently we are developing an estate here in Mowe called the Splendor Gardens. As we all know, Mowe is fast becoming the new extension of Lagos and the future of real estate in southwest Nigeria. The Splendor Gardens is sitting on about 10 acres of land, and it is located on a very, very dry land with good access road, such that you could actually drive to your own lot. Okay, as you can see, it's also located in an already developed community, and there are built-up places around it. Okay, there are also neighboring estates like the Mr. Biggs estate, like the Golden Heritage Estate, and several other estates around the Splendor Garden. Importantly also, there's access to power supply. The Splendor Garden promises to be a very, very beautiful estate with perimeter fencing and a gated estate with CCTV and 24-hour security. Also, it will be an estate with smart homes, recreational facilities, daycare facility, and a botanical garden attached to it. And it will be a managed estate. It promises to be beautiful, and I'm just encouraging you for investment purposes, either for the future or for now. If you know persons both home and abroad, tell them to invest. The integrity with which we have done business and with which we have done ministry up until now is the same that we are going to bring into this. Please help spread the word. Thank you. I expect to hear from you.
For further inquiries, please call the numbers on your screen or visit our website at www.visglutraproperties.com.
All right, you are welcome back. This is the last segment of today's edition. We've been talking about reversing diseases through nutrition. Reversing diseases through nutrition, and we have said several things. We've looked at the things that you should, we've looked at several things. We've looked at the demerits of taking sweet things and sugary things. We have also looked at the power of fats, good fats, taking good fats into your body. We have also looked at some benefits of some of the foods that we so much trivialize that we are supposed to eat. You see, my problem with our generation is that we keep preferring things that are not food to the things that are food. That's the problem with man, and and it's becoming worse and worse. We want to eat things that are not food, living and leaving out the things that are food that can really bless our body. I used to ask myself, why didn't God tell Adam, in case you fall sick, there is a clinic or a hospital at so and so place? That's where God didn't say any such thing. God didn't address issue of sickness. Why? He knew if Adam would stay where he asked him to stay and drink what he asked him to drink and do what he asked him to do, eat what he asked him to eat, Adam will not have issues with sickness and disease. Okay? But so more and more generations, each passing generation has strayed away from the life in the garden. That is why we are battling with the sickness that we are battling. So bringing it together, what should you not eat and what should you eat? Number one, the things you should not eat. Try and reduce drastically the intake of animal proteins, especially from sources like beef, turkey, chicken, eggs and milk. Reduce them drastically, or if you want, yank them away completely. Get your protein from animals, from plant sources, and then also from fish. Fish contains also good fats, okay, omega-3 that we talked about, and then fish is just okay for you. And then what else should you remove? Sugars and sweet things generally. Anything sweet is not good for you. Okay? I referenced Proverbs chapter 25, verse 17 and 25 earlier. Proverbs 25, verse 16 to 17, and then verse 25 also. Anything sweet is not good for you. You want to stay away from it totally. What else should you remove? Anything made from flour. Anything made from flour. Pastas and pastries, remove them from your food. Spags, macaroni, noodles, remove them. Confectionery foods, breads, all these kinds of things made from flour, remove them from your food. And then stop frying food. Stop frying food, okay? Or stop eating fried things, especially things that are fried with oils that are dangerous, all right? So what should you eat? Let me start with the good oils before I forget it. Examples of good oils: canola oil, sunflower oil, soya oil, okay? These are good oils. These are good oils. You can stay with these oils. And then when you do oils, don't overdo it, but you need adequate oil. What else should you eat? Get your carbohydrates from grains, from millet, from guinea corn, from corn. Get your carbohydrates from there. If you are not battling diabetes, you can eat yam, you can eat yam, you can eat akpu and all that, but very little. Get more carbohydrates from grains rather than tubers. All right, very, very important. You can also eat rice, especially brown rice or basmati rice. You can eat beans. Beans is very good source of proteins, carbohydrates, and a lot of fibers. You can eat beans. You can eat beans. What else? What else? Plantain, you can eat it. If you are dealing with any issues up here, either you can't sleep well, or it's mental illness or depression or whatever it is, or stay away from anything plantain or banana. That's very, very important. Okay, so so that's that. What else should you eat? What else should you eat? Get in the habit of eating, snacking with cucumber, cabbage, carrot, all these vegetables. We call them vegetables. They are very, very good for you. Cucumber, cabbage, carrot, broccoli, Brussels, all that. And then eat a whole lot of vegetables. In fact, I say this to people, try as much as possible to at least eat a good serving of vegetables on a daily basis. Vegetables on a daily basis. Bible says, and the herbs that God has made it for the service of man. Psalm 104 verse 14. The herbs as him given for the service of man. Vegetables. Vegetables have been given to service your body, literally. Okay, what else about food? Drink adequate water. Drink 3 to 4 liters of alkalized water on a daily basis. Alkalized water on a daily basis. And then the frequency of food is also very, very important. Yeah, I forgot to talk about the vegetables. This cucumber, cabbage, carrot, get in the habit of blending them and drinking them. If you can drink like 1, 2 or 3 cups on a daily basis, if you are dealing with illness, chronic illness, take up to like 2 liters on a daily basis. This will regulate your body. It will take time, but it will regulate your body. Okay, what else about good eating? Frequency. Don't eat 3 times a day. Do not eat more than twice a day or 1.5 times in a day. Eat your first meal at around about 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. and then do your second meal at around 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. All right. Okay. You know, one day I was thinking, and it occurred to me, God used that method. Bible says he led them throughout 40 years, and there was none feeble amongst them. In other words, no one was sick among them. None was sick among them. How did God pull off that miracle? Part of it was supernatural, but part of it was also what they ate. Okay, it was part of it was also what they ate. And how much times he fed them. God fed them with manna only twice, in the morning and at night. When Elijah was trapped and an angel brought food for him, and the angel brought food only twice. Before that time, the ravens had brought food only morning, at night, and at night. You don't need 3 times a day eating if you are an adult, because you are not, especially if you are aging, more especially if you are retired and your activity has reduced to almost 0. Don't eat thrice a day. Now, staying in one place will want to make you eat more, but that way you will be dilapidating so fast. This is why when people retire, they start aging very fast, because they are not burning more energy, and then they are taking in a whole lot. So you see them, what's happening? In 5 years, they look so changed. Okay, so do not eat 3 times a day. Okay, so I suggest eat adequate in the afternoon. That's your brunch, and then do your dinner. Let it be a bit light. Let it be a bit light. All right. So I've talked about water also. All right. So this is as far as we can go. Today we have talked on reversing diseases through nutrition, and we discussed it as excerpts from this book that we just brought out from the printing press. Reverse any disease and recover your health through nutrition. Reverse any disease and recover your health through nutrition. Now, along with this book, we brought out 2 other books. Restore Your Health Through Detoxification. Restore Your Health Through Detoxification, Winning the Toxic Warfare. winning the toxic warfare. And then we also brought out the causes and cure of chronic diseases, the automolecular approach. Now, we are doing a promo on these 3 books. We are doing a promo on these 3 books. And the offer lasts for the next few months, okay? And it's something you will not miss out. You should not miss out of. If you call, we'll let you know what it is that we are doing, and then you'll be able to partake of it. You'll be able to partake of it. Very wonderful books. They will bless you, I'm telling you. Okay, in one of the editions, I took time to also go through Restore Your Health through detoxification, and then very powerful things you want to know about them. Now, we have some other books also. These books are very important. Living a Disease-Free Life by Mr. Daniel Ekele. It's available. It's still available. Reversing diabetes naturally. It's also available. We can send these books to you in any part of the country, actually. Okay, and then there's also Reversing Depression Naturally. Reversing Depression Naturally. And then the Sickness-Free Fail-Proof Protocol for Regaining and Retaining Health. Fail-Proof Protocol for Regaining and Retaining Health. All these books are available. Now, we ask that you follow us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel the name is Dr. Chris Williams, Dr. Chris Williams. We have about 44 thereabout videos there that are addressing different disease conditions. You just need to go watch it and then take your notes, and then you can call the numbers that you are seeing there, or better still, surer, send WhatsApp messages and then we'll respond to you. When you get there, make sure you do not forget to subscribe, and then you do not forget to share the link. At least 3 or 4 of people who are battling with one sickness or the other. Share the links, and then also turn on your notifications so that you can be notified when we release new videos. Okay, so you can also follow us on Instagram, and then you can follow us on Facebook. We also do these trainings. We can come and train in your church. We can train your company, your staff. We can train them. Okay, we have trained from different corporate organizations, both governmental, state government, federal government, and then numerous private organizations, banks et al. We've trained for them. All right, we have also done training in numerous churches, numerous countries, literally across the world. Okay, either physically or via Zoom, online. We have done all kinds of things. So that's that. We also have our own training. You can come in, and then we'll sit, myself and Mr. Ekele will sit down and train you. Okay, 3 days intensive training where we'll take most of the things we know and we'll just try to put it into your heart. It's a paid training, but it's something that you will get a good handle, you get a comprehensive, come together knowledge about health. What makes health not work sometimes is when people have scattered knowledge, but when you have total global knowledge, it helps deliver to you better. All right, do not forget the books. Okay, you can call and you can have them. And then do not forget the promo that we are doing on Restore Your Health through detoxification, and then reverse and recover your health through nutrition, and then the causes and cure of ill health. All right, thank you so very much. Till I come your way again. Bye-bye. Thank you.